What's up, AI creatives? I'm going to show you in today's video how you can create a consistent 3D AI avatar just like this using ChatGPT. So make sure you stay to the end because there are a lot of tweaks and different things you have to do in order to keep it consistent. And trust me, Chatty is going to get on your nerves. Although there are other ways to create consistent AI avatars, I want to show you in ChatGPT as well. But I'm also going to create other videos to show you other AI apps that you can use to create consistent characters as well. So the first thing that you want to do is that you want to go into chatgpt.com. I'm in the ChatGPT 4.0 version and I'm going to use a base prompt. So here's the base prompt that I use to create my 3D style cartoon avatar, as you can see highlighted here. So here is the 3D base style cartoon avatar that I get when I first begin, but I just use this as a reference photo. So now once I create this image, I go ahead and save this and I download it. So you use this down arrow to download this image. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just continue to create prompts based on this. Now, when I say you create a reference image, I'm saying that because the images you get directly after that are going to be different. And the second image is going to be the one that you use for the rest of the entirety to create your consistency. So hopefully you're following me along. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach that reference image, which was from the base prompt that I use. And I'm going to say, please keep the exact same features, including facial features. And then you're just going to describe what you want her to be wearing. Now, what I found best in doing it inside of ChatGPT is that when you say keep the same exact features and you put them in quotation marks, including the facial features, this helps a lot. So as you can see, here's the image that it generates. It's not exactly the same, but it's just only slightly different, which is why this is what I want you to do to follow me. But first, before we do that, I want to officially announce that we have officially opened up our school community. So what I want you to do is sign up in the description below, and I'll also pin it in the comments so you'll get access to join our community where we'll go over how to create AI avatars just like you see here. We're going to be doing so many things, showing you how to actually monetize your business, not just showing you the creation and how you can make money using AI today. So now let's continue. So now that you have this photo here, you're going to go ahead and download this photo. So we're going to download this image here. And now this is where the fun begins. So we're going to continue to create images. And as you can see, I'm going to say, please create the same exact features using this photo. And we're going to say she should be wearing a brown bathrobe matching slippers. So now I'm using this photo here because this is the photo that I found. Whenever you use that base reference photo and then you get the image, you continue to use that second image that you get to keep the most character consistency. So now I'm going to say what I want her to be wearing. And as you can see, the consistency is the same, right? The lighting is a little bit different, but it's an exact match. So now I'm going to, again, take that second photo that we got in the beginning, and now I'm going to say what she should be wearing. So you can see here, the photo gets a little grainy, and let me explain why. The reason why the photo gets a little grainy is because whenever you use a reference image or you attach an image, and I'm going to show you how to attach an image, it begins to deteriorate the quality of the image. But there's a way to fix it, and I'm going to show you how to upscale your images in a second. So we're going to continue to do that, and we're going to continue just to change exactly what it is that we want in the photo. So here it is. What I'm saying is, please make this photo high quality, clean vector, no grain, no vintage, and that's what you want to say. So it starts to mess up a little bit, and when it does that, you just fix it, and then it gets back on track, right? We get it back on track. As you can see here, we get the image generator back on track. So now we have that specific outfit. And now we're going to get back on track. So now she's going to be wearing a brown suit with a white blouse. So now as you can see, the image is back on track and is matching again after we clean it up, because we all know AI isn't perfect. And all you're doing throughout this exact chat inside of ChatGPT is telling it that you want it to keep it exactly the same. And when it messes up or the quality gets degraded, you're just going to tell ChatGPT simply, this isn't correct. This isn't what I want. And let me just show you an example here. As you can see here, I said this photo is grainy. Why? And it says you're absolutely right to fix this. And when we talk about it, it actually fixed it, right? To fix it is going to tell you exactly what it's going to do to fix it, and it's going to fix the image. So now the image is fixed. And again, we're going to continue to use this photo because this photo is going to give me the best results to keep the features exactly the same. So again, now I'm telling that I want her to be standing up in an office with a desk. And this is how you attach a photo. So you simply use this plus button here and you just go to add photos and files and you attach your photo inside, and then you copy and paste this. In my case, I'm copying and paste it. You can use this as well. And you just keep the same exact prompt here. And then I keep the same first sentence the same. And then I just change the second sentence to what I want her to be wearing. So now let's go over to Canva. So right now I'm using a 3000 by 3000 pixel because this is what I do to make sure that all the images look consistent for the different styles that I want. And I just add these into these photo frames and I put them side by side just to make sure that the features are pretty consistent. And as you can see inside of here, they're pretty consistent. So what I do next is I go ahead and upscale. And as you can see, upscaling makes a big difference. And I'm going to show you how to upscale. You can see here it's a bit grainy. When I upscale, it's better. So I'm just going to duplicate this because it's going to be a side by side. I'm going to delete this out and I'm going to upscale this other photo. Okay. So I'm going to upscale this other photo that we have inside of here. That's a little bit grainy as well. And we're going to take that one. So we're going to go ahead and upscale this rich auntie photo. When you go to apps inside of Canva, you're going to go to image upscaler. We're going to upscale this image here. And we're going to do the 4 times. And remember, if you're using a free Canva, anything with a crown next to it means you have to pay for it. And it's a pro feature. So as you can see here, I'm able to do this. I don't see a crown. So you should be able to use it in the free version. I am a paid user of Canva as well as ChatGPT. And we're going to upscale the photo. And then I'm going to put it side by side. So that way you can see exactly the difference in the quality and how it looks. So then you click on this purple button here and you click replace. It's going to now take this image, replace it with the upscale, and you can instantly see the difference. So now I'm going to go back up to my uploads, right? We're going to go back up to the uploads and I'm going to do a side by side just so you can see the difference, and we're going to zoom in. So this one is super easy to see because it was so grainy. And like I said, inside of the ChatGPT, but now you can instantly see the changes in this photo. And let's just drag it out just to make it a little bit bigger so we can see it even closer. Let's just move this up here, and move this down some, this down here. And now you can see the difference. Look at this nice and smooth texture. And this is why upscaling is so important. So I always upscale. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, and I created another mood board, essentially is what I like to call it, to show all the upscale photos. And if I zoom in, you can see how all of these photos look when they're upscale, which they look amazing. And you can see the consistency across the board. And the last thing I want to show you is when you want to create a consistent mood board using avatars and you don't know what prompts to use, which nobody is talking about, this is what I want you to do. So I'm inside of the brown avatar and I'm using the projects feature because I'm on the paid version, but you could do this just in a regular ChatGPT 4.0 chart. And what I want to do is I want to tell ChatGPT that I'm going to attach a photo of a 3D avatar that I created. So in this case, I'm going to save this here. And the way you save this is you go to share, you go to download, and in this case, it's page number 4. So I will go ahead and just only select page 4. Let's do that. No, not page 4. This is page 6. Hit download. So now it's going to download, and then I would re-upload this into my chat GPT, and I'm going to tell you why. So I'm going to go ahead, go to add photos and files, because remember, this is how you add your photos and files. And I'm going to tell it, I want to attach a photo of a 3D avatar that I created. I would like for you to create some styles using the same colors and hairstyles. And I want you to give me different luxury modern aesthetic looks. So that's exactly what I did. So absolutely, it told me to attach it. And it gave me a bunch of different prompts. And these are the different prompts that I'm going to continue to use to create my avatar. So now I have different styles based on that. And even it created a mood board. Although it didn't create a mood board with my exact avatar, I asked it to just give me the looks of how it would look. And these are like the different outfits that I can now put on my own avatar. But now I don't have to think about the luxury design aesthetic look, because ChatGPT created these prompts for me. And then you would just go back in to the same chat that we were in here. And these are some different avatars. And actually begin to change the outfit of your avatar. So then you would just go in and keep that. And let me exit that out, because that's just, it just, the chat remembers. But you would go in and you would keep this same reference image and just take those prompts and just tell it exactly what you wanted to be wearing based on those prompts. Okay. And that's exactly what you would do to be able to create a consistent avatar inside of ChatGPT. I'm also going to be showing you some other easier ways. And of course, if you want support to create 3D avatars just like this, make sure you join exclusive access to the community. And then also, if you're on the email list, please look out for that email, because you have a special exclusive opportunity for you when you join. I look forward to seeing you AI creatives inside the community. And if you got value from this and you are going and you are ready to make your 3D style avatar, go ahead and comment, share, like, and subscribe. And I'm doing something special for the first few people to sign up. I'm going to actually create an avatar like this for you. I have so many, and I'm going to give away some of the avatars that I've created, so you don't even have to do all of this. Be sure to stay tuned for the next video, where I'm going to be showing you how you could create motion using your avatar and create videos.